In this video, I'm going to show you how to create this kind of KPI card visual in Power BI. I'm also going to show you how to create these icons inside PowerPoint. So let's start building it from scratch. So here we have taken a blank page where we have these two year and month slices. We have few measures for sales and profit. We have this date table and sales data. So to create the KPI card, let's first go to insert and insert a shape. Let's insert this rectangle shape and open the format pane, and let's keep the height 243 and width 269. Let's go to the shape style, and here in the rounded corners you can make it 20, and in the fill we want white color, so we can click it from here. In the border, let's take a gray color, 10% darker. Next we can enable this glow, and inside this glow, for now we can choose the same gray color. Okay, so this is our shape, and now we want to show the revenue KPI. For that, let's open the build pane and let's take a card visual. And inside this card visual, we're going to show total revenue. Let's format this card visual. So in the format pane, we're going to go to size and style and turn off this background. Others are turned off. Next, let's go to the call out. So this is the call out section. Let's go inside it, and inside this we can go to the value. We can choose 35 as the value, and in the font we can choose Saji UI semi bold. Let's show the blank as $0.0. In the label, let's make this font as Saji UI semi bold, and the color should be black. Let's choose this 10% lighter. Next, we want this horizontal gap, which is the gap between the label and value. We want this gap to be 15, and this total revenue, let's capitalize it. So we can say total revenue. Okay. Next, let's go to the card option. So this is the cards option, and inside this, we have this border, turn off, divider, turn off, and background also we can turn it off. So this is our card. We can place it here for now. Okay. Next, just make sure to format these numbers correctly. If you want to show a single digit decimal place, you can show that. If you want double digit decimal place, you can show that as well. And make sure to show the display unit as auto. Okay. Next, we are going to create this dollar icon in PowerPoint and then export it to Power BI. So let me show you how we can do that. So here we are in the PowerPoint, and I have taken a blank canvas. We can go to insert and insert an icon. So in the icon, we can search for dollar, and we have this dollar. So let's insert it. Next, let's go to insert again and insert a shape. So here you can see the recently used shape, the connector, flowchart connector, the circle. You can choose it from here, this circle, and let's circle it nicely so that it's circle and not oval. We cannot see the dollar value. So what we can do is we can just right click and click on send to back. Now we can see it nicely, and we can arrange it so that the dollar is in the center. Now we'll have to color it. So I already have a color in my mind. So let's take it from here, and let's click outside. So this background, and here in the shape outline, we can say no outline. And in the shape fill, we can click on more fill colors, and we can paste the color here and click on OK. So we have this color. Next, we'll have to change the color for this dollar. So where is the dollar? For this dollar, we'll go to shape fill and let's make it white. Next, again, we'll arrange it nicely. So we have done it. Let's select these two icons and click on Control G to group it. So once you have grouped these two icons, we can right click and click on Save as Picture. Here I'm going to say dollar, and this save as type can be the scalar vector graphics format, SVG format. Click on save, and the dollar icon is saved. Now let's go to Power BI again, and here let's click on insert and image, and here we'll go to style, and inside style we have image. Inside image source we can browse that dollar, and this is our SVG image. Next, let's keep it here. This is perfect, so you can arrange it nicely. Okay, so this is fine. So this is how you can add a custom icon from PowerPoint. Next, we'll have to show the trend for the month. So what we can do is let's add a area chart. Inside this area chart, we'll have to add the date column and total revenue. Okay, now let's format this line chart. So first of all, I'm gonna turn off the tooltips and header. Next, let's double click to enable the on object interaction. And let's click here and turn off the values, turn off the title from x-axis and y-axis. Next, let's click on title and turn off the title. Okay, so what's next? We'll have to click on this line and we have the color that 57315, which is used in dollar icon. So this is fine. Next, let's go to size and style and turn off the background. And go to shade area, and from here, make the transparency as 80%. 80% or 90%. Okay. Now we'll have to arrange this nicely here. One more thing we can do is we'll go to lines. So first, let's right click and collapse all categories. Let's go to lines, and inside this lines, go to line option, and here in the interpolation type, we can click on smooth. It looks good. Let's leave the gap from bottom as well. Okay, this looks good. Okay, what's next? We'll have to add the increase and decrease from the previous month. For that, we already have a measure. So this is our versus last month measure. Let me tell you what we are doing here. So we have created a variable for current month, which is just the total revenue measure. And the total revenue measure is just the sum of sales. Next, we have created a variable for previous month. Next, we have calculated the percentage of growth from the previous month. And finally, we have formatted it in this format. So if the percentage is greater than 0, this is the unique icon for arrow, upward arrow, and this is downward arrow. So we want this arrow and then we want some space. And then we have formatted this percentage in this with single decimal place. You will get a minus sign if you don't do this, because Power BI automatically shows the negative number with a minus sign. So that's the reason we have added semicolon and we have added the formatting for the negative numbers. Okay, so you will know this now. Let's go to insert and take one more shape. Okay, and in this shape, we'll go to shape style and turn off the fill, turn off the border, enable the text. In the text, we have this FX button for conditional formatting. We have to choose the field value, and then here we're gonna search. We're gonna go to this key measures, sales, and this versus last month, and click on OK. Okay. Next, we have this font color. We want to make it green and red. So we have created this measure CF last month. Everything is copied till here from the versus last month measure. So what we're gonna do is, so click on the FX here, and then in the format style, let's choose feed value. And here, let's search for CF last month and click on OK. So we have this. The revenue has decreased from the previous month. And next, let's do some formatting. So in the horizontal alignment, let's click on left so that we can align with this number here. Like this is fine. And from the right, we can cut it till here because we can leave a little space if the number is 3-digit, like 100%. Okay, so this is done. Next, we can copy this shape itself and paste it again. And we'll add it here. Let's increase the width and remove this conditional formatting from text and color. In the color, we can choose this 20% lighter black. And in the text, we can say past month. Okay. I want to align it left. This is fine. Okay. Let's group these two first. Click on this and this with control click. And then we'll type control G to group it. Now let's select this and drag it little down. This is fine. Let's make it little right. Okay. This looks good. So we have this. Let's change the month and see how it looks. If I go to May, it's showing this nicely. We can decrease the height of this line chart or the area chart like this. Okay, so this looks good. If it is April, this is showing the trend for April month. If you want to show for the year, you can disable the interaction from month to this line chart so that it only shows the trend for the year. For us, it's fine. Okay. One more thing we can add, the glow. So we have used that the conditional formatting measure, the CF last month. Let's click on this background shape, and in the shape style, we have this glow option which we have enabled. So instead of this gray color, we can click on this FX and choose the field value and choose the same CF last month measure for the conditional formatting. And now if you see, it is showing green. We can obviously change the formatting for this. So let's go to the glow. If you want to make it more transparent, you can do that like this. 44, it looks good. So the overall card glow is green because the revenue is 30.5% higher than the previous month. If we make it June, you can see it's red, which shows the decrease from the previous month, and it looks good. Finally, we can select everything and click on Control G to group everything so that you can just copy paste and create another KPI like this. So this is how you can create a KPI card like this in Power BI. If you need my help and want to connect one-on-one with me on any Power BI issue, you can book a call on TopMate. I have provided the link in the description. And if you want to buy any Power BI product, you can go to the digital product and buy it from here. See you there. I hope you found this video useful, and I hope you're going to try this KPI card in your Power BI reports. So till then, goodbye and thanks for watching. See you in the next video.